What if I told you that one simple habit could keep your heart beating strong even after 65? Not a pill, not a complicated diet, not an expensive gym membership. Just one small change you can start today that could add years of joy, energy, and independence to your life. Imagine waking up each morning feeling lighter, stronger, and ready to embrace the day. Whether it's playing with your grandkids, tending to your garden, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with a cup of coffee. Now picture the opposite. The creeping fear of slowing down, of doctor visits piling up, of losing the freedom to live life on your terms. That's what's at stake when we talk about your heart. At 65 and beyond, your heart isn't just a muscle. It's the engine of your life's next chapter. I'm here to share a story, a truth, and a habit that could change everything for you. Let's start with a man named Robert, whose life at 67 took an unexpected turn, one that taught me why this one habit matters so much.
Why your heart matters after 65. Robert was 67, a retired school teacher with a love for woodworking and Sunday barbecues with his family. He'd always been active in his younger years, coaching Little League and hiking with his wife, Ellen. But as the years crept by, life got in the way. The walks grew shorter, the hobbies quieter, and the energy he once had seemed to slip away. One crisp autumn morning, Robert felt a tightness in his chest while carrying groceries. It wasn't sharp pain, just a nagging pressure. But it was enough to send him to the doctor. The diagnosis? Early signs of heart disease. It wasn't a heart attack, not yet, but it was a wake-up call. Robert's heart, like so many others over 65, was starting to show the wear and tear of time. Your heart changes as you age. It's a fact of biology. The walls of your arteries may thicken, losing some of their elasticity. Your heart muscle might work a little harder to pump blood through your body. According to the World Health Organization, cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death globally, and the risk skyrockets after 65. In the United States alone, the CDC reports that over 80% of deaths from heart disease occur in people over 60. These aren't just numbers, they're stories of people like Robert, who thought they were fine until they weren't. But here's the thing, heart disease isn't an inevitable sentence. It's not something you have to accept as just part of getting older. Your heart is resilient, capable of adapting and strengthening even in your later years. The key isn't fighting age, it's working with it. Robert's story isn't unique. I think of my own grandmother, who at 70 started noticing she couldn't climb the stairs without pausing to catch her breath. Or my neighbor, Mr. Chen, who at 68 thought his days of long walks were behind him. These are real people, with real lives, who face the same reality many of us do as we cross into our 60s and 70s. Our hearts need more care than ever. But caring for your heart doesn't mean drastic measures or giving up the things you love. It's about embracing a way of living that keeps your heart strong and your spirit free. Robert learned this the hard way. But his story didn't end with that doctor's visit. It began anew with a single habit that turned his life around. And that habit? It's something so simple, so within reach, that you might wonder why you haven't been doing it all along.
2. The one habit that changes everything. Let's talk about that habit. Regular, moderate physical activity. Specifically, something as straightforward as brisk walking for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. It doesn't sound glamorous, does it? No fancy equipment, no marathon training. Just the act of moving your body with purpose. But don't let its simplicity fool you. This one habit is a powerhouse for your heart, backed by decades of science and countless stories of transformation. Let's go back to Robert to see how it worked. After his diagnosis, Robert was scared. He pictured a future of endless pills, hospital stays, and limitations. His doctor was blunt. "You need to move, Robert. Your heart needs it." At first, Robert scoffed. Move? At 67, with creaky knees and a schedule full of grandkids and errands? But he was also determined not to let his health slip away. So he started small. Every morning, he laced up an old pair of sneakers and walked around his block. Just 10 minutes at first, barely breaking a sweat. But those 10 minutes became 15, then 20, then 30. Within weeks, Robert noticed something remarkable. The tightness in his chest faded. He could climb the stairs to his workshop without huffing. He felt lighter, not just physically, but emotionally. For the first time in years, he felt in control of his health. Why does this work? Let's break it down. When you engage in moderate physical activity, like brisk walking, your heart gets a workout. It pumps more efficiently, sending oxygen-rich blood to your muscles and organs. This strengthens the heart muscle itself, making it less prone to strain. A 2018 study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that regular aerobic exercise in older adults reduced the risk of heart failure by up to 20%. Another study from the British Medical Journal showed that just 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, lowered the risk of heart disease by 14 to 23% in people over 60. But it's not just about the heart. Exercise lowers blood pressure, reduces bad cholesterol, and helps regulate blood sugar, all of which ease the burden on your cardiovascular system. Beyond the numbers, there's something deeply human about movement. For Robert, those walks became more than exercise. They were moments of clarity, a chance to listen to birdsong or wave to neighbors. They gave him back a sense of freedom. And he wasn't alone. I think of Sarah, a 70-year-old widow who started walking after losing her husband to a heart attack. She didn't want to follow the same path. Her daily walks not only strengthened her heart, but also brought her into a community of other seniors who...
3. Overcoming challenges to start the habit. Starting something new is never easy, especially when you're over 65. Your body might not feel as spry as it once did. Maybe your joints ache, or you're worried about overdoing it. Maybe you're thinking, "I don't have time," or "I've never been the active type." These are real hurdles, and I'm not going to pretend they don't exist. But every hurdle has a way over it, and I'm here to help you find it. Take Linda, a 68-year-old retired nurse. She wanted to start moving, but was intimidated. Her arthritis flared up on cold mornings, and she felt self-conscious about exercising in public. Plus, after years of caring for others, she wasn't used to prioritizing herself. Sound familiar? Linda's breakthrough came when she started small. Just 5 minutes of walking in her backyard. No pressure, no judgment. She listened to her favorite oldies playlist to make it fun. Over time, those 5 minutes became 10, then 20. She joined a local senior walking group where she found encouragement and camaraderie. Within 6 months, Linda was walking 30 minutes a day. Her arthritis was more manageable, and she felt a spark of energy she hadn't had in years. The first challenge is physical. If you have aches, pains, or health conditions, exercise can feel daunting. The solution? Start where you are. If 30 minutes feels impossible, try 10. If walking is tough,
Try chair exercises or gentle stretching. A 2020 study in The Lancet found that even light physical activity like slow walking reduced cardiovascular risk in older adults by 11%. Always check with your doctor first, especially if you have heart issues or mobility limitations, but don't let fear stop you. Movement is medicine, and the right dose is the one. 4. Beyond the heart. Additional benefits. This one habit, regular movement, doesn't just strengthen your heart, it transforms your entire life. Let's talk about what else you gain when you commit to moving your body. First, there's mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your mood. A 2019 study in JAMA Psychiatry found that regular physical activity reduced symptoms of depression in older adults by up to 20%. For someone like Sarah, the widow who started walking after her husband's passing, those daily walks became a lifeline. They gave her a reason to get out of bed, a way to process her grief, and a path to rediscovering joy. Then there's sleep. If you've ever struggled with restless nights, movement can help. The Sleep Medicine Reviews Journal reported that regular exercise improves sleep quality in seniors, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Imagine waking up refreshed, ready to tackle your day. That's what happened to Mr. Chen, my neighbor. His evening walks not only eased his heart concerns, but also helped him sleep through the night for the first time in years. Physical activity also strengthens your bones and muscles, reducing the risk of falls, a major concern after 65. The Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that weight-bearing exercises like walking improve bone density in older adults. This means fewer fractures, more confidence, and the ability to stay active in the activities you love. For Robert, this meant getting back to his woodworking, carrying lumber without worrying about his balance. But perhaps the greatest benefit is emotional. When you move your body, you feel more alive, more yourself. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. I think of Maria, a 72-year-old who started dancing to salsa music in her living room. At first, it was just to stay active, but soon she was inviting her grandkids to join her, laughing and twirling through the afternoons. Those moments weren't just exercise, they were memories, proof that life after 65 can be vibrant and full. This habit gives you the energy to chase those moments, whether it's traveling, gardening, or simply keeping up with the people you love. So here we are. One habit, regular, moderate movement, can keep your heart strong, your body resilient, and your spirit soaring after 65. It's not about becoming an athlete or rewriting your life. It's about taking one step, literally and figuratively, toward a healthier, happier you. Robert did it. Sarah did it. Linda and Maria did it. And you can too. Start today. Lace up your shoes and walk for 10 minutes. That's it. Just 10 minutes around your block, your backyard, or even your living room. Feel the air, listen to the world around you, and notice how your body responds. Tomorrow, try 12 minutes. Next week, aim for 15. Build up to 30 minutes 5 days a week at a pace that makes you breathe a little harder but still lets you talk. If walking isn't your thing, dance, garden, or try chair yoga, whatever moves you. Check with your doctor if you have concerns, but don't let excuses hold you back. This is your life, your heart, your future. Aging isn't something to fear, it's a gift, a chance to live fully in every moment. This one habit is your key to unlocking that gift. I believe in you, and I know you can do this. Share your first step in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. And if you found this helpful, subscribe for more ways to live your best life after 65. Let's keep moving together.